I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm like, they not straight. Yes, Zay. Yeah.
See, I'm just making her like, you know my word.
Hey, not fuck. Everybody, welcome to Back of the Class, episode 9. Clap it up. For the cast today, we have Khalil with a new hairdo.
His birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday!
Cisco.
We got Truda, Keezus,
Oh, hi, you guys.
Zay, Lame She,
What's up, Rick?
and of course, the
Roll
talkative is AJ.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So, you go ahead. Hey. Thank you. So let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. Y'all know about Lion King coming out 2019, the revamped version.
The live version.
So the cast from what I've seen is Donald Glover, Beyonce,
Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
Okay.
yeah, aka Child Gambino,
Okay.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
The original Lion King, he was always. What's he always? No, that was Star Wars. Okay.
Okay. Seth Rogen,
Oh, that's
the end of the industry would be.
Seth Rogen.
That's
my guy.
He's decent.
But who's he playing?
He's funny though.
Zazu?
I feel like he played the big.
I think he's playing Pumbaa.
No, he's playing the hyena, one of the hyenas.
Pumbaa, man.
You went on the hyena.
Timon and
Yeah.
Pumbaa.
I thought that was
Which one?
legit.
Pumbaa's the fat one.
No,
Who's Beyonce
they're
playing?
not doing it.
Nala.
Oh yeah, that's a good. She fed some
Which one
nice
is she,
shit.
the girl?
Nala.
And I heard the Migos was on it.
No, they want
No,
to
they
be
want-
on it. They want to be.
Some
Some-
a fan
They're gonna be the
made a
hyenas,
tweet.
They're gonna be the hyenas.
They don't be
Yeah.
real. I really could see them
That's-
going.
that's-
A fan made a tweet and was like, the Lion King should cast Migos, and then Quavo was like, Lion King, holla at us.
You know, like designer is really playing on the hyena stuff. Like that's serious.
Oh.
Well,
That's-
he don't need no script. He don't need no
No,
script.
for real, he actually acts like a hyena though.
He like trying to
Timmy,
fake like
Timmy,
that.
Timmy.
Because I heard a video recently, he was really talking clear and all that. I'm like, oh, look at this.
Me too, wow.
Yeah, he really can like articulate himself.
Just like how who's a plot? Who's how plot?
Yeah, they say Flash.
Plot same way. Like they had stupid on music. They
What
talk
he say? I'm not gonna argue with you.
But
How do y'all like? Do y'all are y'all rate this line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Beyonce.
Like,
Yes, Lion King is
certain fact is
successful.
Lion
I just know graphics gonna be the same. Is it a
What's gonna happen?
what's gonna happen? What's the storyline? Or is it just the whole? It's just the
No,
same?
I'm
Probably
sure.
the same as the one because they're doing the same concept. It's just gonna be live action, so it might not be as characterized, but it's basically gonna be them, but in like costumes. Like, have you ever seen the play Lion King?
Right, it's gonna be like the Broadway
Yeah.
thing probably,
The
but it's just
play-
gonna be
the Lion King
live
plays
and then we
amazing.
can all see it.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
here's
now
Spider-Man.
this has all changed the whole dynamic.
Yeah, because I had like.
Now,
It's gonna be
I
live.
don't think
So
I'm
it's gonna be
like it.
Yeah, like
I'll
it's gonna be a
it's
play.
I don't think I'm like it
And
now.
now, if it's gonna be play theater style, I'm not.
And like,
I'm not
I
gonna
feel like that they would
Oh my
revamp
gosh, y'all lame.
I don't think I'm like it.
it. But Donald Glover, Childish Gambino's a good actor.
Yeah, I can say the whole.
Beyonce did good in Dreamgirls.
Certain stuff she stayed as a cartoon.
My sister can't act, but she gonna get them vocals. It's a musical, so that's why she's
Yeah,
doing it.
so that's what they do. Like it's gonna be like all things. It's not animated.
Lion King, the cartoon is already a musical. Y'all see all them songs they be singing?
No, but then you had him
It is a music.
Yeah, but when you
Who
say
can act? No, this is
on the stage. Now you think about it. If you do put
It's not a
Migos,
stage.
if you
It's
put
not a
Migos
stage.
on an actual stage,
I can't
not
see
many
so.
KD. That's
I can't see Migos.
I mean,
but you won't know until it happens.
They're not doing. I'll tell you, they're not doing an actual stage. More as live action is basically when we're shooting.
It's like
but
a
it's
set.
real. So yeah, it's gonna have the same set. It's just not gonna be animation.
it's gonna be them in
Right,
costumes.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be them in
And
costumes
I
pretty much.
So now,
It's like a Broadway film. Y'all never heard of that?
actually
A
done on
Broadway
set.
production.
Like Cats,
But I
But
don't
no,
like that concept.
I'm not feeling that.
Y'all have to get some culture.
I like the idea, but I guess now looking at this list
I love plays,
and
I
the
love
possibilities.
Broadway.
I saw
Not saying
I
they
saw
can't
Lion
do
King
it,
on
but that's
Broadway.
But
gonna
sometimes
be.
you just have to keep them the same.
When I was a kid.
Tweak it a little bit.
I don't know. I think Lion King is something should really
You know what I'm
touch.
saying, audience? Keep things original. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Y'all want to do another car?
Okay, but back, but no, but back to Papa John's.
I want to touch it, but Papa John's.
Cisco.
Okay, wait.
Cisco.
Well, first of all, Papa John's is the official pizza of the NFL.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they
Better
put.
pizza, better football.
You know,
That's what they're saying?
and football and pizza, people gonna order pizza.
Yeah,
You know, when
pizza's
they do
number
football,
one
like, and I guess people
party
with the
food, like,
protests,
yeah.
they're excluding everything. Like, they're not watching highlights of the NFL. They're not supporting anything
Yeah,
that
that's
the NFL is, connected to. I feel like that's, how
That's
things are happening right
millions
now.
of dollars.
That is
Yeah.
Well, he did say he wanted neo-Nazis and white supremacists to stop buying his pizza.
Who said that?
So they probably
Papa
stopped
John?
buying it.
Papa John's,
He
I'm
has a
like,
lot of
but I'm like, what?
But he
Why you selling people? I
He
mean,
voted for Trump. I heard.
come on now. I
He
mean,
just want to take.
I guess he.
But they probably didn't say that until they sell started dropping.
Yeah, I mean, but
He probably had to get something to spike his sales.
but what's
That's
the
a PR.
but what's the PR? But what was the PR cover up? White people, you are white supremacists. Don't
The same
buy
That's
it.
just saying he
The same
didn't
thing-
say that until his sales started dropping.
same thing-
He was saying, like,
what's
trying to real black sales. and
What's the
But Papa
cover?
John's, the thing is that Papa John's, I really do feel like I could have handled this in a way better way. Just shut your mouth.
Right.
Now you
Honestly.
black people.
Just go get a coupon. Do a coupon
Right.
deal.
Do a coupon
Half
deal.
on Wednesday deals or something. You know what I'm saying?
80% off a pizza. Boom.
Domino's good.
And shoot
Take
up.
Domino's business still booming.
If you do 80% off pizza,
I'm like pizza.
I ain't say,
When I
I
said
said,
them phones would be off these
Travis
books.
said
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. They gonna have like 300 orders.
Yeah.
One night.
One night.
One night, 300 orders.
I know Papa John's, they be giving out like deals for
50%.
DC people. Like if the Nationals win, you get a deal on that pizza that next
Oh,
day.
yeah.
I love
You
it.
get a deal.
A lot of places do that. Krispy Kreme do that.
everywhere does that for real.
But yeah, for them to just say, oh my God, these protests.
Stop, man.
Like, just let that go. Why? It was not necessary.
I love saying I love Papa. Buy some. Papa John pizza. He be-
All, yo, I swear, I swear all pizzas
He
taste the
will order
same.
He will while you.
Okay.
All
And I think
pieces.
that.
So the cat pieces they say.
I love the cat pizza.
Calf pizza tastes
Like Domino's pizza, I prefer Domino's. That's just me.
And Domino's, let's say something about Domino's.
Well, no, I think on a natural level.
Over the
We
years.
gotta go around. Who best pizza? Everybody gotta do it.
Domino's.
Domino's.
Domino's show.
Now I'm not doing nothing local. Like no, I'm saying
Oh,
main.
pizza.
Fast food,
Any
like
pizza.
fast
No,
food.
any pizza?
No, I'm saying mainstream.
Alright, so-
franchise.
No.
So
Okay,
what's
so
our,
franchise. Domino's.
but listen, what's our
Domino's pizza.
options?
Franchise brand.
Domino's
Franchise.
Pizza Hut,
A franchise
Papa John's,
brand.
Little Caesars.
A franchise
Yes.
brand.
Little Caesars.
Okay, so the options are Domino's,
Harvey.
Pizza Hut, Papa John's, or Little Caesars.
Yes.
Ew.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So Domino's for me.
Go ahead,
Khalil.
Yeah, I said
No, Khalil said
Domino's.
Domino's. He said Domino's.
Papa motherfucking John.
Okay.
I would say Papa John's as well.
I'm gonna say Pizza Hut, but I gotta give a shout out to AndPizza.com.
Yeah, that's
They got it
it.
on lock.
You know what, Mushroom, you will always have my heart, but I gotta go with the Papa because Little Caesar tastes like the third floor elevator.
No, listen,
Hey,
Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza. Listen, over the years they have increased. They did better on their recipe or something. They changed the
They have
recipe
got better.
because they used to taste like cardboard. It
Like
used
a
to be
desert. Like that
disgusting.
pizza.
It was dry. They tried to do something good with the garlic
It's more
sauce.
garlicky, Mark.
They got more
It's
moisture.
cooled down, but
But no, I
it used to be disgusting.
Domino's used to have powerful
Real
pizza.
season.
Now,
Well,
off of pizza,
I like that.
onto emotional, sensitive Tyrese.
What more do you want from me?
I don't know what
Bro,
happened.
was he really like crying?
Now to pretty much explain the backstory with Tyrese, pretty much a couple weeks or months ago, Tyrese is trying to get into it, trying to argue with The Rock. Because if y'all did not know, The Rock, he's playing like a spin-off off of Fast and Furious.
Yes.
So pretty much had to stop
Which
recording
I'm
Fast
not
and
gonna watch, by the
Furious
way.
because The Rock couldn't be there.
I hate that.
So now Tyrese feels as though, he ain't loyal to the brand no more, he ain't loyal to the fans, so I don't know where Tyrese got this whole...
No, it's on drugs.
You are a dark-skinned, big bulky man, you got like a 12-year-old, like a little white girl, and I was just so confused on what's going on. So he keeps trying to say something to Rock on Instagram. Our kids go to private school, Like it has anything to do with things. You need to give the feds. Why would you do this to us, bro? First off, wiping
Harassing
off
his
social
name.
media, like harassing him,
Yeah, pretty much.
calling him.
He got his
pick up the
number, though.
phone.
Why he couldn't-
But Rock is that man is grown. He would like argue on the phone. Yeah, man, I'm leaving. No, like he's making a band too. Yeah, I gotta leave the band.
Yeah.
So then it built over to the baby
shows?
What's it, the baby mama now? Or
His
something?
ex-wife.
The ex-wife went to the kid. Now you say, what do you want? Why do you put anything on social media? Is my problem.
That shit was funny.
That is
But you haven't noticed
That
the
shit
pattern
was
was
hilarious.
It's a pattern.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we're talking over each other a lot.
Then he lied on Will and Jada Smith. Like, who lied on him?
He making up stuff.
Someone's gonna give me millions of dollars, give my daughter back. Nigga, you have money. You have a whole Starbucks back in your yard. What's going on?
There's a what?
He
A whole
obviously
Starbucks is back in his yard.
Wow.
He has a whole
And he trapping out the backyard.
going crazy. His backyard is like that. He has a club and all that.
Oh my god.
True, what you guys
What do you
say?
want from him? What do you want?
You know, you tell me about looking like. You know what?
You know what? And you
And, and I'm like,
Jody.
Billie Jean. Billie Jean. Billie Jean.
Listen, the sad part is, I'm not even shading you like that. So, too late. So when you see something like him, you now no longer
Okay,
friends.
all right.
When you go Instagram and cry, I'll block you and report your family. Khalil, what you gotta say about Tyrese?
Tyrese is just doing a show. Like, I just feel like he's an attention seeker right now. I don't know if he is trying to build his fan base. I don't know if he's trying to get more money, if this is a publicity stunt, but just chill out, son. You know?
Oh,
$13,000 a month. You should have been saving some of that money while you over in Israel or, you know, wherever you are.
for his
Oh,
legal
$13,000 a
fees.
month.
Doing
Child support.
what?
Yeah.
Child
Legal
support.
fees and all that stuff like that.
That's
He said it was legal fees and stuff like that.
Child support.
I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
What he meant by that?
But also, what Tyrese needs to realize is, you are a main thing on Fast and Furious.
Definitely.
Anyway,
No.
people saw you to potentially have your shirt off, and then that was.
Right, just drive that
You
car.
barely had any lines.
I thought he died.
You was there as a dark skin
I
man.
thought he died a long time ago in Fast and Furious.
Like so.
They never die. They never die.
No, yes they do.
Yeah,
The
well-
Asian guy died.
Paul Walker died. Rest in peace.
Well, he actually
He
died.
actually died in real
I'm
life.
just saying he died, so he rest in peace. He's not on the cast no more. Rest in
Okay,
peace.
but like that was kind of.
Movie die.
Listen,
Okay,
AJ, what you guys say about Tyrese?
Paul Walker really wild. Oh damn, rest in peace, Paul Walker though. Tyrese, bro, that shit had me dying because niggas made so many memes on that shit, bro. when you fucking her for 3 rounds, she want round 4. But more than you want.
Chill, you know.
But
Stay on
Tyrese,
social media.
but Tyrese, if you really paying 13,000 cuz for some child support, you gotta just pedigree that trifling bitch. You gotta hit her with the Ocho Cinco head with the hoe. You gotta-
Are we gonna put a disclaimer out before this comes? We need to put a disclaimer out.
We always gotta put his
Oh,
finger
I
out.
love you ladies. I don't want
It's
you to
always
hurt,
you.
but I'm a switch in
Pedigree
music
girls.
if you ever try to get 7,000 out of me, that's fucked up. How do you? That's some trifling shit. Your children don't need 13.
all right, listen.
No, they talking for legal fees like the
No,
lawyer.
I don't know what it
No,
said.
I don't
It
think that's
said
for legal fees.
That's what he said. Legal fees. We don't know if it's for child support.
That's
What
probably.
he was doing is fighting a custody battle.
Yeah.
His wife said that he was abusing his daughter, and he could not see her at all.
I mean, that's his.
Yes, he
who
said
you abusing?
he abused his ex-wife, and she said he abused their daughter as well. So custody was revoked. He could not see his daughters at all. That's why he did the helicopter thing on top of her school. Y'all don't know about that? He put a helicopter on top of school, and he was like, "Daddy loves you, Shayla," because he could not see her at all. And he
Now they
was
embarrass her at school.
he was fighting a legal battle with her to try to regain his custody to see his daughter. So he said $13,000 in legal fees. We don't know
Wait,
about no
what
child support.
lawyer you paying?
No.
Well, what?
First of all,
Maybe, I don't
That
know.
stuff is expensive.
Well, it can't,
I mean,
now,
it's
unless,
expensive.
now, of course, maybe there's somebody out there who knows more than me, but when they be saying these costs, and I be trying to look at these laws, I'm saying, well, you cost that much, I'll pay you $13,000 a month. And I still haven't got my child or something back?
No,
You just
Trey,
jumped
it's
at
not
that
that
point.
simple.
Child,
No.
sometimes you might lose the case.
No, is that, so I'm still paying after I lost the case?
Yeah.
No, listen, Trey, lawyers are very.
Why are you here? What is your job?
No,
You
the
revoked
charges
your
were
whole
dropped.
degree.
Listen, the charges were dropped, so that means the lawyer obviously did
No,
something
I-
right. But
At this
lawyers
point-
are not
Scammers.
inexpensive, baby. They are very expensive.
Yeah.
Go ahead, she speak.
Yeah, go ahead,
speak on what you want to speak.
Well, I'm gonna take a different spin on this. But I don't think he should be airing his stuff out on social media. I totally disagree with that. But you know, I think it's good that he like fighting for his daughter. You know, for you to say a black man is out here trying to fight for his daughter, that's rare to me.
Yeah, that's rare.
But I'm
still stuck on that.
No, he's trying to take a different spin on it, but I'm for him trying to get his daughter back, and you know, and it's sad when people try to, you know,
He got his shirt off singing and shit.
One at a time.
Uber rude.
What's going on with
Why
y'all?
she
Yeah.
speaking?
but I feel like people get on him because he's a black, you know, he's a big dude, you know, he's a big black dude, and he being emotional. So I feel like, you know, a lot of people just get on him because of that.
Yeah.
Okay, what I want to say is prior to this, I feel like for the last maybe year or maybe even before that, Tyrese has been having some type of mental breakdowns. As we can see, I think we might need to go back into the diagnostic book or something, because once people start doing all this ranting, and especially on social media, I think we need to look into that, because as we can see, they start spiraling out of control. Everybody don't want to do these rants and stuff like that. Something is not right. He been ranting forever. First he went on a rant about these black women, y'all shouldn't be wearing weave. Stop wearing eyelashes, stop wearing makeup. He was ranting about that. Then he ranted about Fast and Furious. And now he ran, if it's not ranting about this, he ranting about
That man
that.
need attention and he need a check.
Listen, no, I really feel like he was having a mental breakdown or something.
Love and hip hop.
And that's, I'm not here, listen, I'm not here for like babying men or nothing like that, but honestly, like, men are humans as well, and they are allowed to express their emotions or whatever, but honestly, I don't think that social media is the place to do so. You need to go see a psychiatrist, a psychologist.
Call your mom, baby.
Talk to your mom, talk to a friend, somebody that cares about you, talk to your wife. Y'all rave that y'all be talking about. Talk to those people, because social media is not the place for that. As you can see, we are mean people in this world, and we will laugh at you and we will make fun of you. And that's just what's going to happen.
People laughed at when
You're a celebrity. Once you put your life once you put your life right there on that platform,
I'm telling you.
it's over for you.
Give it to
you know
me.
what's coming.
Give it to me.
You know what's coming. As far as the video of him crying for his daughter, that's the only thing I support. I mean, like, okay, he was crying for his daughter. I don't think we should. He honestly brought on himself for doing it on social media, but his feelings, I can say that he has the right to feel like that, because that's a beautiful thing, because he really loves his daughter. He really wants to be in his life. I mean, in her life. But as far as you putting everything on social media, honestly, Tyrese, you setting yourself up. Now people looking at you like you're stupid because you're making yourself look stupid.
Right.
Because just get off social media.
And get off.
2 years. Now, I'm gonna say this, but
Racial
then I'm gonna go into it.
Yeah.
I do want to say that maybe he shouldn't be smoking weed and been on that bicycle, but there's a verse that my mom tells me every day. He who has not seen cast the first stone. So, I smoked weed in my past. Have I ridden on the bike? When I was 4. I was in shape back then. But to get 2 to 4 years for riding the bike and smoking the good stuff, that's some bullshit, my nigga. And that's a whole case like from 10 years ago.
And
That's a whole.
he violated his probation stemming from a 2008 gun and drug.
Listen, I had the whole breakdown of his criminal history.
He failed
Y'all
a
wanna know?
drug. He failed a
Alright,
drug
got
test.
it.
Yeah, me
Oh, listen,
He
okay.
failed.
In 2008, that was the first case. It was a drug dealing and gun possession. He was sentenced to 11 to 23 months. He got out in 2009.
Correct.
And that was based off of a 5-year parole agreement. In 2012, he violated his probation, and it was like travel related.
Yeah.
And his travel permit was revoked. In 2013, he violated probation again, and he was ordered to take etiquette classes for failure to report his travel again. And this was because he was like going on tour and doing that stuff like that. And then in 2014, that's when he was sentenced. He served 5 months in jail. But in 2015, he violated his parole again, and he was sentenced to 90 days house arrest. In early 2016, he was sentenced to 6 more years of probation. In March 2017, that's when he was arrested for that scandal that happened in the St. Louis airport, where he wasn't it was an attack of 2 like random pedestrians, maybe some fans, but those charges were dropped. And in August 2017, he was arrested for reckless driving on a dirt bike, and those charges were also dropped. But on Monday, he was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison, and that's because as accumulation of all of these things and violating his parole.
Well, damn.
So they
gave him chances.
Yeah, no, they gave him
chances.
Wait a minute.
Like he gotta be smarter.
Now, Meek, you should know better than that. Now, if you say free Meek now, sir.
And you think because you're a celebrity, you can get away with all of this bullshit? These judges not flying for that. They're not taking that.
Yeah.
But listen, what I must say is, you see how it's dragging on?
Yeah.
And it's all because of this parole thing. This is what I can say. He's on probation.
Right.
And what do probation's always telling you to do? Get a job, get a job, get a job, get a job. But this rap career is his job. And a part of his job is he have to go on tour, he have to travel.
No money unless
And when every time it's a long process to report his travel. You know, he said he's missing out on money because some gigs just come up. Like you get offers, you have to go. So that's why he wasn't reporting it and stuff like that. Of course, you are on probation. You are on probation. It is what it is. But it's just like y'all dragging this out. Y'all dragging it.
But they can't give us like chance after chance
Yeah,
after chance. So I can't say free me. I hate saying free rap.
But honestly, they just doing too much. Like it's little stuff. It's all the travel stuff. Like y'all have him. That shouldn't even be a part of his probation thing. Like y'all should make him do other stuff, like do the drug test and stuff like that. But if y'all be begging people to get a job, this is his job. He has to travel. Y'all being petty.
That's like giving somebody a slap on the wrist.
Honestly,
I mean,
that's kind of giving somebody a slap on the wrist. Because I'm a regular person, I can't travel.
Yeah.
Like he could go to Canada and stuff.
Yeah,
but I feel
that's
like
true.
that's a double standard. But I do think they're kind of out to get him. You know, I really do think they. I understand what you're saying about
a black woman.
I understand what y'all saying about.
And that's another thing that they were saying.
I do think they out to get him.
And they're saying it was a black woman. So they some people believe that it's her being a black woman, that being a black man, she should watch out for him. Type of thing, like give him another chance.
She's probably married to a white
But also what y'all don't know is that when he violates his parole and his probation and stuff like that, they punish him by making him do community service. They punish him by making him do his etiquette classes. But y'all making him do that on top of more probation time and on top of jail time. So you get what I'm saying? Like, don't make me do this community service. Don't make me take these etiquette classes and then put me back in jail and then put me back on probation for 6 more years. Like, it's just too much.
That's just the system, honestly.
It's too much though. Y'all do. But let's talk about this. Like, y'all doing all this probation. Y'all doing all this. Who need to be in jail is George Zimmerman or somebody. Y'all can sit around playing with him. This stuff is dragging on. This is 10, 11 years later. Y'all keep pressing him. Y'all keep putting him back in jail, stuff like that. And it's people that's murderers. George Zimmerman that's walking the streets. Y'all on this man lying for what? And then the judge really has a bias. The judge, is something wrong with her. It's like she's obsessed with him. Their relationship is totally inappropriate. And it's not their relationship, it's her obsession with him. She's saying stuff like this in the court. She told his attorney stated that she said, if you leave your label and if you sign with my friend, we can work something out. And then she also wanted him to remix a Boyz II Men song on Bended Knee. She asked him to do that, and I couldn't believe this was real, but yes, his attorney definitely said that she asked him to remix or remake Boyz II Men on Bended Knee, and he said he wasn't going to do that, and she said, and he thought she was joking, and she said, I'm serious. So as you can see, and also, once she sentenced him to do that community service, she showed up at his community service, and that is very uncommon for any judge to do. No judges do that. Like,
she won't have
sentence them. Exactly. Like, you can see that her relationship with him is a little weird because I'm pretty sure she was on this case back in 2008. Now that he's this famous, successful rapper, she's getting too weird and crazy. And honestly, the sentence was unfair because if you look at all this bias and stuff that she's doing, you're being weird. Yeah. You're being biased. You're being unfair. And also, the assistant district attorney and his regular lawyer, they advised against the sentence, and his probation officer, they all advised against the sentence and the judge is supposed to be an unbiased party, you know, on the side of what's right, what's fair. She's supposed to take advice from all these people. She decided against that for what? And she sentenced him to 2 to 4 years in prison off of her own biases and her weirdness. She's like a weirdo or something.
Weird.
Wow, where did you get this information from?
A couple sources. It was on the New York Times.
Okay.
It was on the Billboard as well.
Usher, Confessions.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige, y'all, I know y'all rock with Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Everybody asking why Mary ain't mad no more. She killed that shit. And I don't got no third one.
Schroeder.
I forgot the name of one album though. All right.
Google it.
So I like. All right. So Trap Souls are pretty good.
That's your top, right?
Can I talk? This ain't your 3, dog.
I'm gonna throw
So
shade,
Trap
but
Soul.
can't
I forgot the Mary J. Blige. It's the one where it's black. It's black. It's a black background and her face is like blue and
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but she had like a little head on.
Yeah, the hat on.
Yeah.
My favorite song is Mary's Joint by her.
Hat on.
And I forgot what Trey Songz album it is. I want to say it's
Was it cornrows?
not
Oh,
cornrows.
that one was fat.
I think it's called Passion, Pain, Pleasure. I think I said it right.
Oh, you a freak. You a freak.
Cute. Huh?
Oh,
Oh, when she did.
y'all know my favorite, Fantasia. When I fucking see you.
Yes, I love
The
that.
whole album. Mariah Carey, Emancipation of Mimi.
Yeah,
That was a good album. You right.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I got
That was good.
One, Keisha Cole.
Yeah, Keisha. Love Keisha.
And even
this place.
Cold side.
and then
You got
and this new Keisha Cole too. I love the album.
Keisha Cole.
Single mothers with Nissan Altima sister to
Oh
Keisha.
my God.
And Beyonce.
Certified nurse
What's
assistant.
Beyonce?
Listen to Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole. Women that say my son is my kid. Listen to Nissan Cole.
I would say Miss Thing by Monica.
Okay.
Cause she was popping when she first came out. When she was a little, she had all that attitude. She was lit.
Yeah.
Then the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
And then 1 in a Million. Aaliyah.
I'm about to say
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, you trying to give people hype for homecoming.
Don't see Tick on Saturday.
Okay.
Tick gonna be
All
on
right.
Saturday.
I got 4 though. All right. I got What's Going On by Marvin Gaye.
Oh.
I feel like
That's R&B.
R&B soul. I feel like if you listen to that song as soon as you wake up, you're gonna have a good day.
That's the album.
Yeah, that's the first one.
No, that's not his first. That was his. No, he was signed to.
All right.
All right, come on. Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder.
Oh.
Dang, you got the class.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, you know the song Smile by Jay-Z? The first song on his album that was sampled from that. And the Diaries of Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Boy,
Y'all should have
that's
top.
the
Y'all should have
album
top
right
5.
there.
Y'all should have
Oh,
top
yeah,
5.
That's right. When she was like,
Yeah.
girl from the coffee shop.
Yeah, you know that. Zay, you know.
I'm not gonna say.
She said yeah, the one with the braid.
One of the names, wow.
I'm not gonna say this is a top
One of the
album.
names.
But I can't even hold y'all.
One of
I
the
bang
names
with
is wow.
Lemonade a lot.
Look at that.
They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. They don't love you like I love you. Back up. They don't love you like I love you. They don't love you like I love you.
Y'all do not sing
Can you
that
see
shit.
that? Alright, come on, stop y'all. Go ahead.
Hold up, they don't.
Why you ugly? Oh, shout out to my man Bucket. But go ahead, AJ. Big Nelson.
First of all, you should have Oreo. Alright, so first is Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. Second is What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. And then I have a tie between Superfly by Curtis Mayfield and Beautiful Human Words and Sounds Volume 2 by Jill Scott.
Wow, Jill Scott is
You're
awesome.
an interesting person.
Just got also getting
Y'all should have did top 5. Honestly.
That was good.
It's also getting the voice.
It's like
She's
the
on me.
one thing is like off the wall. I was saying, well, off the wall, right? Off the Wall was like his first breakout. Well, it wasn't his first solo because he had been back in 1972 for that movie and soundtrack.
You don't want that message.
But 1979, we had Off the Wall. That was his breakout album. He did really
what songs are on it?
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Rock With You.
Go ahead, AJ.
And then that was a good intermission break. I fuck with that. Second Day and Night was a really good song. It ends with Burn This Disco Out. And luckily, you know, when you have a start off and then an end out, the middle songs usually bland. But he still had Girlfriend. He still had She's Out of My Life. I Can't Help It was actually composed by Stevie Wonder. But he actually gave the song.
Boy.
I know my music.
You said Stevie
With
Wonder
West
produced it?
Yeah, no, he actually composed that. Him and Quincy Jones actually composed that together.
So shout out to Sherelle for Share My World by Mary. My life, I guess.
Yo, Vivian Gray, Emotional Roller Coaster.
Why don't y'all do top 5? There's too many good R&B.
Concept by the Silvers. I don't know about Silvers.
Listen, what about any Jodeci? What about them?
The Diary of a Mad Black Band, ain't that what it's called?
Say about six.
I'm Diary.
No, that's what it's called. The Diary of a Mad Black Band.
I love Jodeci. I love Drew Hill.
I don't remember albums at all.
Jagged Edge got some songs, y'all.
My daddy used to listen to them faithfully.
Promise Remake.
Control. That's a classic album.
Y'all think that's too
That's
early?
awesome.
No. It was a classic.
That's my
drop.
favorite album of the year so far. So I'm
And
saying
also
like-
24 Karat Magic.
Okay, your top, we'll put your aux playlist. So when you in the car, Bobby, what you playing?
You go first. You go first, dog.
Here, don't say
Top, give me your top 2 songs.
Top 2 songs. I ain't gonna lie.
Top two.
Nobody's gonna know
That
that.
BT Spaceships. I banged it all the way out. Hey, don't you hear that bass? And then my second would probably have
Hey,
to
what's
be
mine?
Blue Cheese, 2 Chainz. You already know how we come.
It's a foul.
Blue Cheese is
Blue Cheese.
Blue Cheese in my all
I was
fights.
Lucy. I was about to say, God.
I've been drinking codeine all
Sayana.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
I knew.
All right, so my 2 is I Like by G Herbo, and the other one, dang, I got a lot. It's a lot. 2.
One of them.
A lot about Lil Durk. Both of them.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I got an old song.
Girl.
So every time I get the aux, they be mad.
Hate it.
But I be playing like, Mary J. Blige, Fantasia. My favorite Mary J. Blige song is I've been there and I've done that and I promise never to get hurt again. That's one of them. And then of course, when I see you, I'm sorry, that's always a classic for me. I don't know what
That is my ass.
That's
kind of a classic.
Fantasia really did that.
Yeah.
J-Day, what's your top 2?
I really don't know. Right there, you know I be playing that scissors down.
2.
I be scissors down.
Listen,
what song I've been listening to a lot lately is Megala.
yeah.
Gucci.
Okay.
And then, what's that boy named Hood Rich Pablo Ron? I really like that song.
What's it called?
We don't love him. I like that song. I really like that song a lot.
She.
I'm trying to get from the back. Y'all know that song?
No.
I like
That's a good song. I like that song.
Meditation by Gold Lake versus Jasmine Sullivan and Kate Trona.
Versus.
Like they featuring them. I also like that Kendrick Lamar Sing About Me, I'm Down to Thirst. And
I should get a top 10.
but like, I'm the type of person they snatched off court from, so I never got that.
Oh, you're the type of person. They snatched
AJ, I won't even let you even look at the aux.
You can fit in the car.
Alright, you gonna be playing his own beats.
You can't fit in the car.
Okay.
I play rock music. I be playing like people get mad when they call me because all I play is Nirvana. And all I play
Alright, that's
is
a problem.
I like Nirvana.
I don't listen to no music in my car.
Ingredients. No artificial flavoring, no preservatives, so it's pretty healthy.
Oh my gosh, guys.
You got a healthy bag of chips. Oh, it's 190 milligrams of sodium.
What about the calories?
Calories, 140.
Oh god, per serving.
Okay. 0 grams of sugar.
Ooh.
2 grams of protein.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I need some fat for,
Vitamin A and Iron.
Come on now, let's get this cracking.
So I'm going first.
Okay.
Nah, he gonna post.
Everybody should just.
Just that one I play. I ain't gonna
Wait.
I ain't a bitch.
Okay, so I'm putting some on here.
I cannot believe y'all want this.
Y'all got me.
Are we gonna eat it all at the same time?
True, nah, you doing it?
I'm trying to because
Bro, I'm not gonna do this. Bro. I don't like hot stuff, bro.
Everybody has
Give me
to do it.
one.
Schroeder, are you a punk? Hey,
I know you lying.
you have stop it.
What they say?
2,
Travis, come on.
3.
Fuck! This remind me of some bad pussy out there. God damn.
You don't get no pussy, boy. You don't get no cut. This shit has fuck. I ain't
Shit ain't
gonna lie.
bad.
This is my third chip.
I'm on my way. I'm going fast. I'm coming home to get you.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
on my
fucking
way.
on my system right now. I'm not gonna.
Oh.
Go on.
Be honest. This is my partner.
I'm done. What's up?
Here's my.
Punish them.
I ain't lying. I'm sorry, y'all. I got some Aquafina.
Miley, what's good? What's up?
Sheet over here passing out.
Who on there?
What's
Nobody.
up? Why you not saying this? I'm done. Like, what's happening? What's next?
Your tongue don't. Hey,
Show me my opponent.
ain't finished the whole bag.
Yes.
Honestly, I already won. That's a lot. And speaking of, I already won.
It's not hot.
Don't even some gangsters I already won.
I ain't big. I ain't good.
They ain't that.
That's right.
I've been doing this.
I ain't drinking no water
I've been
yet.
doing this.
I'm a real one. God damn. Help me, mama.
I ain't drinking no water yet.
I've been doing this. I ain't been no water. What's the water?
She going through it. Going through it.
I'm not gonna hold y'all.
Soldier. Soldier.
I'm straight. Zay not straight.
Yes, Zay. Yeah.
See, I'm just faking. I'm like, no, my partner.
Hey, no, fuck.
Hey, shit.
Yeah, you did my partner. See all that.
Soldier.
I'm just faking.
I won.
I'll wrap it up. Thank y'all. Thank y'all watching Back in the Class. Episode 9. We'll get y'all next week for the next live episode.